Hello everybody, my name's Alan and you're watching Guns, Gear, and Outdoors Alaska. Today we're going to be snow testing the Sig MPX. But first I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. So let's talk about the gun for a minute. This is the newest generation they came out with. It's got the Timney trigger and the 4.5-inch barrel with the M-LOK handguard. And yeah, I'm going to do a full review later on this gun, but we're pretty short on daylight this time of year, so I thought a quick snow test would be a good thing to do today. But before we throw her in the snow, let's make sure it works. I got 10 rounds in each magazine. Let's see if it shoots. All right, locked open. Everything's looking good. Let's get a bag on the end of the muzzle so we don't cause a bore obstruction and throw it in the snow. All right, cleared and safed the gun, got a bag over the end. Just want to reiterate to everybody, if you ever stuff your muzzle full of snow, make sure you clear it before you shoot, because that could cause a dangerous spike in pressure, could bulge your barrel or blow up the gun. It's just bad practice. Like the AR-15 video, we're testing the action. So I got another magazine with 10 rounds in it. Stick that in there, and this time we're going to close the dust cover, this ejection port cover here. And one thing I want to mention, that ejection port cover, unlike an AR-15 on the MPX here, is made out of plastic, which really, I don't know, we'll see if it holds up. When plastic gets cold, it tends to get really brittle. If this thing freezes up, maybe sometimes just shooting it could crack that. I'm interested to see how that holds up long-term durability wise. So yeah, we're gonna throw this thing in the snow, see what happens. All right, I'm gonna make sure we get good coverage. All right, I think that's pretty well covered. It's not really cold today. It's probably 5 degrees above zero right now. I'm gonna put a glove on this hand anyway. Don't make fun of me. All right. There we go. Another thing you guys might have noticed, I left the cover on the optic, the red dot there. I knew it would just clog it up. I don't think we really need to test that. But see, since it's a little colder than the AR-15 video, if you haven't watched that yet, I'll put a link in the description. We're not getting as much snow to stick. This snow isn't as wet and heavy. But yeah, let's shoot it. See how it does. All right, just fine. Locked open. Let's get another bag on there and do the same test with ejection port cover open. All right, so we're doing pretty good so far. Worked with the ejection port cover closed. We're gonna do another test with it open. But first I want to mention, before we did this test, I completely degreased the gun and I re-lubed it with a lubricant that's rated to 65 below zero. It's like a cold weather, high-tech lube, full synthetic stuff. So this is, I wanted to give the gun the best chance possible. I just wanted to mention that. So, ejection port open, cover open, close the bolt. Here we go. And I'm going to do my best to compact this into the action as much as possible. I'm just stepping on this gun, burying it in the snow. All right, I'd say that's pretty good coverage. Let's pull it out. All right, I'm gonna try to remove as little of the snow as possible to shoot it. Remember, this is ejection port cover. Yeah, open. Oh, and it fell off, but I still got a good amount packed in there. Let's see what it does. Locked open on the last shot. Yeah, this Sig MPX. I really like this gun. It's a lot of fun. That trigger lets you shoot it really fast. I'll have a full review coming on this later. But I'm not very surprised that it did well. This is marketed as a very serious use kind of gun. It should hold up to adverse conditions like this. And I did lube it correctly for this kind of work. Took care of it. But yeah, did really well. stay tuned for the full review. If you guys haven't seen my AR-15 snow test, take a look at the link. I'll put it down below. One thing I want to mention about the difference between this and the AR-15, this runs on a short stroke gas piston system instead of the internal piston in the AR-15. So when I close the bolt here, you can see there isn't any holes that vent gas. The only concern I had that might go wrong with this is, different than the AR-15, is you don't have that gas blowing out the ejection port to kind of clear debris. But this is a very sealed up action. There's not really any places for snow to ingress, and I think that's why we did just fine. But yeah, Sig MPX under these conditions was reliable in the snow. Thanks for watching, everybody. Merry Christmas, and I'll catch you next time. Have a good one. What are you doing?
Just shooting your Bravo, being cute in the snow there.
I might have to dig a little bit to get it out.
Walking by it, it's cute.
Maybe I'll put this in at the end. We got some snow. We'll be all right.